Hi, this is Gina. Welcome back to O.M.A Medical Studio. I'm going to be your host for today on O.M.A Medical Podcast and Debate. Today we have an interesting topic to be discussed on. The topic for today is the environment and our genetics. Which one has a higher impact on an individual? Today we have two gentlemen here who are going to battle on the topic our genetics and our environment. Which one has a higher impact on the individual? I would like them to introduce themselves.
Hey, I'm Ebenezer.
And I'm Jonas Richman.
Which one? So today, before they take up the discussion, I would like to show more light on the topic. Most experts recognize that neither nature nor nurture is stronger than the other. Instead, both factors play a crucial role in who we are and who we will become. Not only that, but nature and nurture interact with each other in important ways throughout our lifespan. So, our panels are going to debate on this for us. We are going to start with Mr. Ibe.
Jonas will start.
I started to mention
Okay, so I'm Eben once again, and then um, according to the question on board, it says that both the environment and the genetics plays important roles. Yes, and I don't agree with that. That's a fair thing to say. But then again, which of them has a higher impact on the human personality or the life of the individual? My question is, or my first thing is that when you talk about genes are hereditary. I don't know. I mean, they are passed on from parents to their children, their offspring. And when it comes to genes, we have characteristics, and we even have sex determining genes that will determine what your sex, whether you become a male or a female. And we have genes that will determine your characteristics, whether you become tall, intelligent, and all of that. I mean, if in the first place genes are determining your sex, what prevents me from saying that genes has a higher impact on you? In the first place, it determines your sex. You being a boy today is your gene. She being a lady today is a gene. It's not by the environment. Okay, can the environment change it to become a okay? Probably now people are having transgender, they are basically changing it. But then it doesn't change the naturality. I mean, it's natural. You can't, even if you try to change the genetic component of your body, you can't even change it. You are still a woman. Why are we not even accepting the thing about gazing and all people going for transgender and all of that? Because we believe that naturally there is a particular component in you that determines you. There is no
So, if
okay.
I want to know those by sexual people,
Yeah,
how
that's
is it?
basically what I'm trying to say. If you're a lady, I
Mhm.
mean, you have people who go for transgender, people who want to change their sex and all of that. But then it doesn't change the fact that you're a lady. I mean, you can't even convince your society you are born to become a lady, and now you want to become a man. You were born as a man, now you want to become a lady. How do you convince the society?
But then we have people like that, those people into lesbians and all those stuff, those
It,
people that we used to
yes,
say.
that's the point. You see, people are born like that. It tells you like there are some, like I said, there are genes, there are genetic information, they are basically your DNA and all of that. They determine which particular gender you have to become. But at a certain point, those components become ambiguous and they are not able to even differentiate that whether you become a male or a female. So at the end of the day, your hormonal levels for becoming a female, some of them are missing. So you have sexual organs as a female, but you're muscular. You're muscular, like you look like a male. And those are conditions, those are diseases that we have to deal with.
excuse me. And since my brother here is diverting from the topic being raised, I think we
Okay.
are talking about your gene and your environment,
Environment.
the impact it has on your
the individual.
the individual, like your success in life. And you are talking about sex and things. You are
It's not.
we are talking about your success. No, we are talking about success in life, not how the person look like. You are diverting from
The word is personality.
We are talking about your gene and your environment.
Which one makes you? Which one made you, Jonas, as you are sitting here today, as you being a teacher today? Which of them made you?
No, that's not what.
Please hold
You are called Jonas.
Okay.
Please hold
You are called Jonas.
Okay. But you are still not making any point.
Why did
You are diverting from.
Please, can you bring out your?
Now, what I'm trying to say is that our host here is asking our gene and our geographical location, which is our environment, which of them has positive impact on us, on who we become, right?
Person stated as positive impact. It's an impact.
Okay, which one is having more impact on us?
Why are you restricting me to success?
No, hold on.
No,
Hold on.
when you're talking about impact on us, I'm not just talking about success. I'm talking about everything in general.
Yes.
So you being a male is one of the things.
You being a male, what impact does it have on you?
So,
hey, really? Don't you know there are some living work environment that do not even accept females to
Which work environment?
Oh, come on.
We have gender equality in this
when we
21st
have
century.
females becoming president, we have people criticizing them. Gender inequality.
Those criticizing them,
why are people fighting for
they don't have any valuable, important point.
Because by the end of the day,
please.
They what? Don't we have presidents who are
No, allow him because already your time is up. So
now,
please.
What I'm trying to tell you is that we have females who are president. We have females who are taking a position.
Yeah.
So your gene being male or female doesn't have any, not much positive impact on your success or on who or what you become. Your environment has more impact on who you become. Now let's take a look at this. Someone who stays at Choco and someone who stays in maybe Cantonment or Islay or DC, Dansuma. Now, these two people, there is a big margin or big difference between these two people in terms of achieving something similar. Someone who stays in Choco only see maybe the parent living in a single room. Excuse me, I'm not insulting those who stay in Choco. They don't see much development around them. So their level of IQ is low. It's not about IQ. What they want to achieve, things that they are supposed to watch to motivate them, they don't see them. Or the things they see that they are below. But a child born or someone who lives in Cantonment see people driving Mercedes Benz, Escalade, and so on. That child has that impact. Kojo is driving this money, I have to get it. So your environment has more positive or more impact on who you become. Now, when I was growing up, I grew up in the village. And in the village, the best person or someone, when we say someone is successful, that is when someone or the person is living in a single room and the person has divided it. The bed is at one side and prepared a chair like a center table for guest visitors. That was the target. That was the maximum level that everyone could reach at the village those days. So when I was growing up, that was what I was watching. So that was what I had at the back of my mind that, oh, when I grow up, I want to build my own single room, divide it into two, my bed here. Until I moved to Accra and I started seeing story buildings, seeing big buildings. Then I changed my mentality that no, I have to work harder to achieve this. So I believe that, or I stand on my point, or have that faith or belief that the environment in which you live in has more impact on who you become. Please, do you have any other?
Yes, so he has said a lot. You know, the question is basically not taking environment as not having effect on the human personality. Yeah, the environment has no one can doubt that. But we are talking about the degree in which environments can affect human personality. And that is where my point comes in. And no matter your environment, and you have siblings, right? You have other siblings. Are you all born by the same parents?
Yes.
You're all raised by the same parents. Have you achieved the same thing?
We've not achieved the same thing because we don't live in the same place.
Okay,
I'm talking about your environment. Your environment, your immediate environment determines that you're raised by you're born by the same parents, raised by the same parents, stayed in the same area.
We've not stayed in the same area.
But then we have people like that. We have people we have twins who are raised by the same parents, born by the same parents, raised by the same parents, raised in the same environment, went to the same school, but yet they are different.
They are different. That doesn't mean one hasn't achieved anything. They achieved
You are not getting the point.
poor things in different ways.
You are not getting.
No, I'm getting the point.
You are not getting the point.
No, I'm getting the
I'm
point.
trying to tell you that one, I told you from the first point that genes are characteristic wise. They give you the characteristics you have. When you become intelligent, you become tall, you become smart, you have ego. All these things have genetic background.
It doesn't determine financial aspects. It doesn't.
I mean, people. If you see people, where one is intelligent, one is not. You basically would say, "Oh, this guy will be successful," even though the person is not successful yet. Why? Because you feel the guy is intelligent.
No, but we have intelligent people around who are yet. They are, in fact, where they are.
That's what I'm saying. We are saying that it has impact, but which level of impact? The same way we have people, the same way we can have people who are like you are saying, who are very intelligent, but yet maybe you can have two kids coming from the same father. One of them is intelligent, one of them is not. And then you feel like that. You will just sometimes when you put these kids together and they're in the same school, you as a teacher or you as maybe a guardian will feel like the environment has destroyed the other one who is not intelligent. Because you feel like the parents are very intelligent, so the child should have been intelligent. Forgetting that genes in another way can be switched off. We can come from the same intelligence.
So what's your point now?
What's your point now? All what you are talking about, your success, all of that can be related to your genes. I mean, people who are intelligent can have genetic background. Right?
But then we have to
see, trust me, if people are not intelligent genetically, it's very difficult to use the environment to make them intelligent.
You are lying.
Oh, it's a
That's
lie.
not
It's a lie.
That's not I have taught learners, students, who from the beginning or in their basic level, they were very down. You don't understand anything. You can see that. You can see that.
No, I give you enough time.
No, you asked me a question and I want to answer it. Okay, continue. Okay, continue.
It's not rhetorical.
I mean, when he was talking, no, you asked a question.
Okay, talk.
You finished before I
allow him to talk.
And I'm saying that, you see, the fact that, he's judging his point on the fact that the person is not intelligent from the beginning. No, it doesn't have to be so. The fact that I'm not intelligent from the beginning doesn't mean that I'm not intelligent genetically.
You are trying to say that two children, and one is what's the name, wiser than the other. And I'm trying to tell you that it's not about your gene that makes you who you become, or your gene might have that little impact, but your environment has more impact. Now let's take a look at this. There are children who are very brilliant, but they attend they attend government schools. Now in the government schools, this is fact. Sometimes we heard it, but it's fact. Teachers don't devote their time for the student. So, as a student or as a child, you need that someone need to continuously teach you, give you that pressure, encourage you to become better. But in the government sector, most teachers don't devote their time. But when you come to the private sector, here are the case, those same students who are not performing well in the government sector, they are moved to the government sector, to the private sector, and because of the measures put in place, the facilities and the quality of teachers or the attitude of teachers towards work, these learners start performing. So you could see that the environment has more impact on the child compared to the gene. A child can be very brilliant, but the location or the environment, the geographical location where the child finds himself can affect that child, and that child will not do well. You see?
So
let me use this same thing as an example.
So I happen to be one of the low students in class. Then I have this government teacher. You only come to the class and then